Hello everybody, my name's MC for joining me today. I'm doing a review for episode 14 of Marvel's Spider-Man, this one Venom. Yeah, so looking at the episode, it's pretty good. Not the best one, actually, it's one of my favorite, not one of my favorites, one of my liked ones, so yeah. In the episode we get introduced to Venom. So yeah, when we start off we see Peter actually cleaning up the mess that has in Max's office. I don't know why, he just cleans it up because of the janitor. Then after that, when Max says that Max tells Peter actually leave because he tried actually Peter's tutoring Flash Thompson, and Flash Thompson is Venom. Just gonna say that. Max tells Peter to actually leave. That way he can actually have enough energy to teach Flash. So when Peter leaves, when he heads outside, Venom. It's when Venom attacks him, like with a surprise attack, and Spider-Sense doesn't tell him because the symbiote deflects the Spider-Sense because Spider-Sense can't detect anything that matches Spider-Man's speed. So anyways, they have a duking out party, and then during this, they actually cause some havoc, and this also gets affected later in the episode where Venom actually uses a bus to actually hit Spider-Man. And then in progress, he actually hurts Flash's teacher that he's supposed to ace the test in, because the reason why Peter is tutoring Flash is because if he did for a test, because his grades are low, and if he doesn't pass the test, then he can't play in the football game. So yeah, and the teacher that's giving out the test was actually in the bus, and it broke his arm. So after that, Peter tries to figure out who it might be. He thinks it's Tony Stark, but then he realizes it's not Tony Stark. Then he goes to Max again and asks him how he can find the Venom symbiote, and he tells him that to use a tracker for the Venom symbiote because he used 238, I think, maybe, or 538, I don't remember, but it's probably 230 or 538 to look at the symbiote. And Peter makes a gadget called the VPS. If you don't know what that means, it's called Venom something. I forgot. Dang it. It's like a GPS, but it's a VPS. Anyways, he finds Venom in a cafe, and when he's at the cafe, Peter actually starts fighting Venom, and then during this one, another person gets hurt that's going to be affected later in the episode, where at the football game earlier when Flash was was being tutored by Peter, Flash actually was kind of Flash one of the teammates, or not one of the teammates, one of the team members from the other school they're gonna play. He has an argument with Flash, and then in this okay. Oh god, I'm starting a lot. I just realized that. Okay, in doing this, he uses. Okay, what I was gonna say was that at the cafe, Venom actually terrorizes the cafe, which had the football player that confronted Flash earlier, and he broke his leg, or something happened, I don't know, but he got into the cafe. And then later on, he actually went out, and Spider-Man and Venom actually start duking out over into the cafe, but then Venom gets away, and then Peter tries to figure out who it is, and he thinks it's Max, so he waits till later on until he goes back and sees that it's not Max, but when it's actually finally the big game, because surprise, surprise, or not kind of surprising, Flash actually passes the test, so he can play in the big game. So Peter actually investigates over there because he thinks there's gonna be someone over there. He thinks Venom's gonna be over there. So Peter actually tries to see if he can actually see who Venom is. So when he's he goes to the game and sees that Flash is Venom, and he gets prepared. He starts getting prepared until he realizes that I don't know. Wait, no. Okay, he gets prepared and he suits up and fights Venom, and then he's able to save Flash Thompson. But the symbiote actually makes multiple symbiote. They make multiple Venoms, but with the football players, the enemy football players. And then we also see Mary Jane as a mascot. You can't see her face, but she's a mascot. She's a tiger. So anyways, I was gonna say, oh yeah, So Peter and Flash Thompson are trying to actually see if they can actually beat him, until Flash Thompson says that he learned that that he can use a fire extinguisher to freeze the symbiote. So they do that because but how they're gonna do that is that Flash Spider-Man keeps symbiote distracted, so Flash can actually go in and actually get the fire extinguishers. And once he comes back, they spray everyone with the fire extinguisher, and the symbiote gets frozen or tarred or whatever you like to call it. I just say frozen. They get frozen in ice, or like frozen and deceased. And then Max comes out around and says to gather the parts. So they gather the parts, and then at the end of the episode, we see Peter travel back to Midtown High, and he sees that Flash Thompson's there, and he protects him now. And that's the end of the episode, and they become good buddies. So yeah. So finally, my thoughts. I'd give it probably like a 8.0, 8.5 out of 10. What do you give it? Please tell me in the comments below, and please tell me what you think about it, and tell me what you think about the show. See you guys later. Bye-bye.